There's something special that Mom and Daddy did to that icing. It's for your 8th birthday, so go and tell me what it is.
Yeah, get down there and sniff it. See what it smells like.
That is awesome.
None of that.
Oh, I'm gonna bring home some cake for my daughters tonight.
I bet. 2 pieces.
And speaking of cake, we've got Julie here, and these are amazing cakes, and you've brought a couple to show us and talk about all the cool stuff you can do with cakes, because what you can do with cakes is amazing. You're really a Picasso with them.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's a nice medium. It's my preferred medium, actually.
Yeah, and they're beautiful. They
Well, she was a lawyer before, and
Were
then
you really,
you
Julie?
decided to...
So how did you start Layers Cakes? When did that come about?
You know, I practiced law for a little while and really enjoyed practicing law, but this is what I always come back to. So, and it's fun to be involved in the trends and things going on for weddings, so.
And so let's talk about the cake that you brought right
want
here.
some cake?
No,
Smell
I'm gonna.
it.
Yeah, Julie did something very special with that frosting.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is the cake that she's trying right here?
This is actually a chocolate fudge cake, and it's got a lavender scented frosting, a buttercream. It's an Italian
Lavender
meringue.
scented?
It is. Well, it's got. Yeah, it smells like lavender a little bit, and it. You know, you get the
sure
taste.
does.
Yeah, it's really a nice combination, and it's kind of an example of what bride and grooms are wanting. They want more gourmet flavors in addition to the traditional ones this year.
That's interesting. I've never heard of that. What other flavors do you infuse? Sorry for talking with my mouth full. Into the frosting.
We do a rose scented one that's kind of nice in the buttercream. I like the scented ones, not something that's going to knock you over. But then we have a lot of interesting flavors like pumpkin chocolate chip with a cream cheese frosting, and I have a salted caramel.
Now you should see some of the stuff she does with the cake. It's amazing. Here's some pictures right now, just examples of she can do. Look at that.
Oh my God.
That's a cake.
You're kidding me. Look at those cookies. It's cute.
Cake, sushi, cake.
Can't believe it. You wouldn't know.
That's a cake.
We were just talking about fake versus real flowers. Now, can you tell the cake from the real thing?
Those are amazing. And let's talk about the average price of a cake. What do you think the average price of a cake for you is?
For me, I think I probably tend to be on the higher end. Wedding cakes run anywhere from $500 to, you know, however big and fantastic you want to go. I do a lot of sculpted cakes as well. My sculpted cakes start at $200, and then depending on what kind of structure we need in order to make it work and how much carving and detail, they can get kind of expensive too, but they're so worth it.
Now the cool thing about Julie is for you know, milestone birthdays or anniversaries, if you can think it up, chances are you can make a cake out of it, right?
If you can think it up, we will figure out a way to do it.
What's the weirdest cake you've ever done?
I did let me see, an albino buffalo once. And
weird.
Yeah, that one traveled to Idaho.
Wow.
And it was huge. It was fun to do.
That's awesome. What's your website again?
It's www.layers-cake.com.
Yum.
So if you're looking for a great cake place, that is the place to go. Or you can also go to our website, connecttoutah.com. We'll click you on over there. So, Julie, I want to say thank you for stopping by and showing us your amazing creations.
This is awesome.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Have a great day.
Be
Enjoy
good.
it.
Be safe.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Studio 5. Okay, have you ever seen something on television or maybe on the internet and wondered how do they do that? What happens to us here at Studio 5 quite often, so a new feature on our show calls in the experts to explain how they do that.
The first example, we spotted this sort of elegant ruffle frosting stuff online. We figured we got to know how this is done. And if you know me, I've had to work a pastry bag once or twice on this show before.
You're good at it.
I'm not. But that was all intriguing looking. This one looked really complicated. So we called in Julie Hill from Layers Cake Company, who figured it out. They look really, really difficult. So Julie, the question is, are they really that difficult to do?
This is so easy to do. You want to go home and try it. Promise. It's great. It's fun.
And ruffles are so huge right now. Oh gosh, in fashion, decor, and now it's coming to our cake life and our cake world. And you say even a beginning cake maker.
It may take a couple tries, but it's really easy.
Okay.
I'd love to show you how.
Do we need to have the special equipment to try to do this?
Just a tip and a decorating bag and your favorite frosting, and you're good to go.
Now you know who's scared? Me, because Darren's very good with a pastry bag. Like, he's amazing. So, but if you can teach me,
I'm going to totally botch this whole thing now.
No, we're going to show you exactly what you need. So first of all, I've just prepared the cake so that it's got a crumb coat on it, which means if you look closely, you can kind of see a little bit of the cake through the frosting. It's not really thick, but it's just ready to go because the frosting needs something to stick onto.
Okay.
And then right here, the tip that I have on here, it's the same tip that you use for making buttercream roses. And I think we've all tried it and failed, the buttercream rose, but this is much easier. And it's a tip 104 is what they call it. And it's got a wider end, and then it goes to narrow.
Is this a pretty basic tip? If people have any kind of little basic frosting kit, they probably have this tip.
Exactly. I think this one comes in most decorating kits. Okay, so then the only thing we want to do is we want to make sure that we have the wide end towards the cake, and then we're just going to, I want to make sure that the camera can see this, but we're going to make sure that the wide end is closest to our cake, and that the smaller end is out to the side, and then we're just going to go up. And we're just going to go in a zigzag fashion right here.
It's like you're folding clothes.
Exactly. And you kind of go up this way, exactly, and you get to the top, and you're done.
You just leave it?
And then you leave it. And then you can do the top afterwards, and then you just start on your next row. Like, for example, right here, just make sure your tip is close to your cake.
Fat side against the cake.
Fat side against the cake. And then you just go up. Now you can see it's kind of warm here in the studio, so our frosting is a little bit thinner than it might be in your kitchen. But as long as you have a really, you know, kind of a medium consistency frosting, then you're going to be able to just create that.
I don't want to try.
I know, I'm
You
nervous.
should.
I'm
You
nervous.
should. It's not bad at all. So just make sure that you've got the the fat tip is towards.
Like that? Nope, like this.
Like this right here.
Flat side.
Yep. There you go.
Okay.
And then just
Oh,
start
gosh.
going.
Okay, I'm nervous.
Oh gosh.
You can totally do it.
Julie made it look so easy.
It might take, you know, a couple tries.
Sure.
But the nice part about this is that you can go ahead, if you make a mistake or you don't like the way it looks, then you just go ahead and scrape it off and try again.
Is there any wrist action here? Because I just feel like I'm going back and forth.
You're doing great, Darren. I can't see what Brooke's doing over on the other side, but this is looking awesome right here.
Sam, how does that look? Oh, he's saying no. Okay. Take two. Take
Okay,
two.
we're gonna try this.
Sam, why did I ask you of all people?
And what makes it stick to the cake? Is it just because the cake has frosting already on it?
Exactly. You've got that crumb coat. That's what it's sticking to, and then you just kind of go up the side. And the thing is with the tip too, if you want a little bit bigger ruffle, you can use a bigger petal tip. If you want something smaller and more detailed, you can use a smaller tip.
Is there a trick or a suggestion you would make to ensure the ruffles line up?
I think that's probably where the practice comes in.
Okay.
Oh, see, look, you're doing a great job.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Sam, no comment on Darren's ruffles. No comment, okay? Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Thumbs up.
It's a cool effect. This could be like the new trend. Everybody's gonna make ruffles on their cakes
Ruffle
now.
cakes.
Exactly.
Julie, thank you.
You're so welcome.
Okay.
It's a great idea, and of course, if you'd like more information, we'll post this little segment online so you can get the whole technique as you wiggle the thing back and forth and do the little ruffle on cake. Thanks,
I think
Julie.
Julie's right. With practice, you could totally get it.
It might take a lot of practice, but you know, it's all. I think it's just do it back and forth, and you'll get it there
was fun.
sooner or later.
Yeah. Let's get into something fun and something cool. I've never seen this before. This is called layers. Your name, please. Good morning.
Julie Hill.
Julie. So how long have you been doing this? What is going? This really looks fabulous. I got to be honest.
This is fun. We do big cakes most of the time, but this is a fun way another way to present cake, and a lot of different things too. So we're going to show you how to do some holiday options.
I wish you could have heard what Carrie just said. She saw that and automatically said, "Jello shots." I don't know what that means. What does that mean, Carrie? That's
Yellow shots in those too. Totally.
How do you do them?
I'm just going to show you how to do it. So we've got some cake here. This happens to be eggnog flavored cake. So we're going with the holiday theme here. And then what you do is you find a cutter. If you don't have a cutter, you can use the top of these. These push pop cake containers, you can get them online all over the place. So just do a Google for them. And then we're just going to take the little round of cake like that. And then we've got some eggnog flavored icing as well. And we're just going to go ahead.
Pipe some in there?
Exactly. Much or as little as you want.
See how easy they came out? That means you know it's very fluffy. It's very rich and delicious.
Yes, it's got lots of
easy.
butter. This is super easy, and
even Dan Evans can do this.
Even Dan could do this.
How do you know it's easy?
ahead of ourselves. Yeah.
We've got a few more
didn't know
here.
well.
Now, do they buy the kit from you? Is that something, or they just hire you to make these?
Right. Just hire me to make them. We'll make them for you. In fact, we're showing this on Saturday at 4.
Okay.
We're showing you how you can do it yourself and give you some different ideas on what to do with it.
Well, let's put your website out there so people can order for their holiday parties.
It's layers-cake.com.
All right. Well, thank you so much. A lot of fun, and if anything, look delicious. I'm on a diet, man, so I can't have it while the camera's on. That's my diet. While the camera's on.
While the camera's
I'm
on.
gonna have it when the camera's off. Dan, since we talked about Christmas gifts for you, I did get you a little something. This is what I'm going to get you: a nice clock.
I'm afraid when he says I got you something scares me from Big Buddha.
Just giving you a little crap for Christmas. Yeah. Fresh from the ranch. All right, that's for you, buddy.
Thanks, B.
Oh.
But you're in the kitchen making, I hear, whoopie pie?
Yeah, look at
Whoopie
these
pie.
homemade whoopie pies. And I was asking if it's whoopie or whoopie.
I think it's
Or does it
however you
matter?
want to say it.
With your mouth full, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Okay, from Layers
Exactly.
Cakes, and this is your recipe, and it's what a fun little item.
It is. It's kind of different because we've all seen the French macaroons that are around. They're different than a meringue cookie.
Right.
It's not really a cookie. It's cake.
Because it's little cakes with stuff inside.
Exactly.
Okay, like
They're good.
Oreo cakesters, but much better.
Yeah, everything
Okay.
homemade.
Exactly.
Great.
Okay,
right.
how do you start?
So just to get you started here, we've got some brown sugar, some butter, and some shortening that we've creamed up a little bit here. We're going to go ahead and turn this on and add our egg.
Just one egg. Because the brown sugar gives it a little richer flavor than
Exactly.
regular. Okay.
Exactly. And we're going to kind of speed things up so that we can show the viewers exactly what we're doing.
Okay.
So
and that's
after
not bad on the microphone, so don't worry about it. We're
Okay, no problem. So we're going to go ahead and get that egg incorporated very nicely, and then we're going to add half of the flour mixture. Now this flour mixture has flour in it, cocoa powder, baking soda, and salt, all of which we've got everything on the website if you want the recipe.
Oh, right.
Then I'm going to add half of this half and half. I like to use half and half as opposed to milk just because more fat.
Richer.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's a
it
little
gives
bit
it a
better.
good texture as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're just going to turn that on and
Start slow so it doesn't go all over your kitchen.
exactly, because we've all done that. Okay, and then we go ahead and add the rest to it
You want me
here.
to add it in while you're
That's perfect.
blending? No?
I'll turn it on low. We'll see
Get it
how
in there.
much of a mess we can make.
Okay.
But it goes quick.
Sometimes it helps to have 4 hands, right?
See, look, you're so good at that.
There we go.
Okay, and so then we're adding the rest of the milk for
Cream.
half and half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then, and this also had the vanilla in it. So as soon
good.
as this batter is all done, then we're going to go ahead and I'll just tell you what I'm doing so that we
And
can
that's
do
why
it.
you don't want to mix too much, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
The more you mix it, the tougher it gets. So
Right.
just until it's incorporated, make
Okay.
sure you get the sides kind of down so that you get everything in there. This is an ice cream scoop. This
Okay.
is so handy when making cookies or anything like that because you
Perfect
get everything
sizes.
nice and even.
Okay, and you scoop it out kind of like
Scoop
a
it on.
cookie. Okay, because we're out of time. So
Okay,
I'm rushing
perfect.
through it. We'll finish
Well,
it up.
yes.
When we come back, we'll take a break.
Maybe a little dusting tonight, Ron, and let's get right into that whoopie pie because I know you're excited to eat one.
Oh, no doubt about that. And at least we're getting a little bit better than nothing, huh?
That is good.
Okay,
Yes.
Jill, thanks a lot. And we're here with Julie from Layers Cakes once again. And so the little whoopie cookies here, huh?
Yeah, they're out of the oven.
Are these a big seller?
You know, we like to do them for like wedding favors, that kind of thing,
Yeah.
but we do them for like special events as well.
Okay, cool. All right, so these were in the oven.
These are in the oven. They came out and they've cooled off a little bit. What we did during the break is make a marshmallow frosting. And you can fill these with anything you want, anything you like. I've even done ice cream before.
Oh, I bet that'd be
Yeah,
great.
it's
So
great.
how do you make the marshmallow?
So
frosting?
it's good old marshmallow cream, you know, that you get in the jar, plus a little bit of shortening and powdered sugar and vanilla. And we've got the recipe on the website as well. So if you feel like trying that one, you can.
LayersCakes.com?
I think we have it on the KUTV.
Connect to Utah.com.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, well,
And
let's
so
see how
now
this
I'm just
works.
going to show you an easy way to do this. This is just a disposable pastry bag. You can get regular pastry bags any kitchen specialty store, and I've just got a round tip, and so I put the frosting in here. And this is the easiest thing to frost, is we just kind of go like that. And the secret to these is the more filling, the better they are.
Okay.
That's how it works. And then you just go ahead
Stack
and
that high, huh?
exactly. And then you just put the top on, and you're all set. So I'm going to let you try it.
Okay, I would hate to ruin it.
You won't ruin it.
Okay, so you twist.
And then just put a little pressure on. You're hired.
Well, I need a job.
There you go.
Okay, do you start in the middle and then around?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so how can people get a hold of you?
They can either reach us at 801-699-5987 or via our website, which is layers-cake.com.
All right. Well, Julie, thanks so much for coming in.
You're
Always
welcome.
a pleasure. And oh yeah, these are winners.
Good deal.
You're great. All right, we're going to go to Mary right now.